start from the top. All right, this is how I do my tier list. I don't care about results as much. I'm all about the numbers and the tools. So here at S tier, it's Sheik and the characters that can beat Sheik.
I agree.
At a top level. A tier is very viable, as in you will see these guys take nationals, or place high in nationals, etc., and they can hold their own against Sheik and the other Sheikettes.
Yep.
B is really viable, still very viable. You're going to see these guys in top 8 and top 16 all the time, and they can hold their own against the tier above them.
Okay.
And they beat all the other tiers below. That's how I do it. Like, they can hold their own against the tier above and kill all the other tiers below. C is mid-tier. That's right in the middle. Don't take the order of these guys with a grain of salt. Like, you can give or take about 3 spots below or above.
Okay.
You know, it's pretty fluid, but it's like Mega Man is definitely not as good as Dark Pit, though.
Okay.
So.
Okay, now what's interesting is, so now what puts Pit better than Dark Pit?
Pit has more kill options,
okay.
Better projectile.
Okay.
Dark Pit's side B is not very good.
It's more Pit's is like vertical. Is that what that one is?
It's like Raptor Boost.
Yeah.
And Dark Pit hits to the side.
Dark Pit is off to the side, which is only good against like Ganondorf and other bad recoverers.
That's true.
Right.
Okay.
So why?
That's fair.
You're just gonna do more damage. Pit's F tilt tippers and F smash tippers are stronger.
Oh sure.
Really?
As opposed to doing, he does more knockback as opposed to more damage like Dark Pit.
Oh shit.
Okay.
And his arrows are much more maneuverable.
Oh damn.
Right, definitely.
Yeah, no, I knew that one. Damn. Okay.
Yeah. So, as it stands, Dark Pit is the Dr. Mario of Pit. There's really no reason to pick him except for, troll.
Being a troll, yeah.
I guess so.
You're like, oh my god, Black Pit. Yo, what's up, nigga?
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
Yeah, so C tier is completely mid. You'll see these guys maybe take a few games in the top 16, but at a very top level, they're gonna have some troubles with the matchups.
Now you put Palutena in C. Honestly, I still have not seen someone represent with Palutena to that level.
Well, I'll explain once we get into each character on their own merits.
Okay.
D tier is, they might still have good things about them, but their design doesn't make them viable. You can still do good with them, but they have some flaws and some bad matchup problems. E tier is like, no, don't.
Literally no.
E tier is like, there really is no reason to use these characters. Except maybe Samus, which is why she's so high up on the E list. I've seen people do some work with Samus, but most of the time it's probably due to matchup knowledge.
Yeah. I play Samus. I've played Jig. I've played Ganon. I would easily say, in my experience, Ganon is the best, or Jiggly probably even better in that matchup specific.
Honestly,
but Samus was always the worst.
Yeah.
Dr. Mario's up there too, because he has the combo game and the frame data Mario, but he doesn't have the aerial mobility that makes him such a presence on the neutral.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have the recovery, obviously.
Yeah, but you know what I've seen? I've actually seen recently, there's this thing, because the biggest thing I've noticed when I first used Doc over Mario is that when he capes, it doesn't suspend them in midair. But people I've been seeing in replays cape, and since they fall with their opponent, they go right into a footstool, like the most disrespectful thing you've ever seen in your life. If people start learning stuff like that, yeah, sure, he doesn't have the mobility. He's not no Little Mac, though. I mean, he has the combo game. I feel like
with that cape footstool, that implies that the opponent's going after you to kill you. If they just keep you off like a projectile,
why wouldn't you go after Dr. Mario to pimp your ass?
Right, but if you have a projectile to keep him off, then there's no caping anything. You're just
pills go down. Pills go downwards. They don't fly up or forward to keep if you're pushed from the air. Anyway, that's my criteria for the tier lists.
Okay.
Just because a character's in D doesn't mean they suck. It's just that they're not as good as the tier above or below. This game is really like iffy when it comes to like which characters are completely useless.
Yep.
Solid.
So, and all of these are based on numbers and matchup. Not really. I'm only going to go into it's like 10% results because everyone, it's such a it hasn't had 10 years for everybody to optimize every character yet. Everyone just wanted to play Sheik and get some money.
Right.
Yep.
Oh. Anyway, we'll start from the top. Sheik obviously is at the top. I don't think we need to go very far into that. She has the tools for every matchup. As long as you play boring and stupid enough, then you'll have the tools for every single one. You basically just have to press B.
It's very true.
It does leave her players. I've talked to the Sheik main. I finally beat it. A lot of her matchups force you to play really boring, but that's fine. But she has the tools and everything to win every single matchup if you play it the right way.
It's not even tools. It's literally forward throw to bouncing fish up till 70%. What kind of bullshit? Hey, she's already top tier. You're gonna give her a forward throw to bouncing fish up to 70? That's not fucking fair.
She has too many true combos. She has little to no end lag on her moves. She's just not fair.
Oh my god.
She's just literally like she's made to be the best.
Yeah, there's no...
It does give her players a counterintuitive position of not adding damage once they reach about 120, 130, because then it just makes her harder for her to get the kill with after that.
Yep.
So really you need to fish for either a bouncing fish or a throw combo at that point. But, we all know Sheik's the best, so we'll just move on.
Yep.
Right.
Pikachu. Anybody have any grievances with this?
I am completely agreeing with Pikachu.
Right where he belongs.
He really is.
And the neutral to compete with Sheik. He can duck. First of all, he can duck under needles, which not a lot of characters can do, and just crawl.
Yeah.
Which you take away needles, you take away half of her neutral.
Yep.
He has the electric disjoint and priority to outdo a lot of her fairs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He has really good projectile in the neutral, really good recovery that's almost as unpunishable as Sheik's.
Mm-hmm.
Even if Sheik punishes it, like, it's not going to do anything. He has a kill setup and up throw down B if they're not ready for it. He has really good strings that may not do a lot of damage, but they first of all demoralize the opponent and lead to a really good stage position. That's what it is with Sheik. Like, she can throw you across the stage and you only take 30%, but all of a sudden you're off the stage and she wins neutral. That's what makes top tier.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So yeah, like, as if to compete with Sheik's laglessness, he's almost as lagless. The only thing that he loses to, he doesn't quite have the same kill options. F smash is good, and up smash is good, but they're not safe like Sheik's are. And he only has up throw to down B, and if they DI it, you're not ever going to hit that.
Yep.
So you're stuck with making a read like the rest of us plebeians.
Basically.
And he's a lot lighter than Sheik. 4 places down, so he dies sooner. But his small size helps him out with that. So I guess you want to move on to ZSS. Anybody have a problem with that?
Nope, not at all. I use Zero Suit. That's my second main, and I'm not even that good with her. I can already tell you, when time is tough and percents are high, down throw to up air, and that's all you need.
Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong with that.
That factor, man. That factor when you can get your ass kicked to 150%, then you come back. It's so hard to nail her down with all of her movement options.
Yep.
Like, she can tether like across the stage, like to recover.
Yep.
And then zip right back up there. She also has down B, which is really hard to challenge if you don't have a disjoint. And if you get it wrong, man, you're either dying at 80 or spiked at 40.
Yep.
So of course she has a ridiculous ceiling kills. Never take her to Halberta. You will die at 30.
Yep.
She has frame 1 option.
Jab.
Frame 1 jab, which means that you can't use shield stun to set up with anything. I usually do, whenever I jab somebody's shield, I usually stick out a move after when they try to rush in, but she just jabs me in the face, so I have to watch out for that. However, she requires more precision than the other two.
Yep.
She is less safe than the other two. If her grab was a regular grab and not a tether, but she still had a tether, If it was as quick as a regular grab and just as unpunishable as a regular grab, she would be higher.
Yep. I agree.
Her projectile isn't as good and can be bucketed or ducked over or absorbed or reflected.
Right.
She requires a lot more precise movements because her hitboxes are not that large. Up air notwithstanding.
Also, in the matchup against short characters like Pikachu, even though she has that frame one jab, it misses a lot of short characters that first jab. So honestly, sometimes you even have to down tilt just to hit them in fast, in fast play, because that jab does not hit a lot of characters.
She struggles against the houseflies. Kirby, Game & Watch, Pikachu, Jigglypuff, Wario in some cases. Refit even. All she has to do is do some push-ups, and all of a sudden,
That's right.
ZSS literally has no options out of dash other than down B or side B to attack her. So she struggles a bit in those. She doesn't struggle, but they give her problems. And when you're, and when any mid-tier can give you a problem, you're not the top in the game.
That's right.
So.
Right.
All right, next is Rosa. I don't have her in S tier. I don't think she's that good.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Because she requires a very specific play style that it's mostly based on defensive play.
Yep.
And once you get through that, it's just she's easy to beat.
Yeah, she's a gimmick. Like everyone just complains about her instead of learning. 9 times out of 10, you see people, they knock her away from Luma, and then they keep going after Rosa. It's like, you go back and you hit Luma's face.
That's right.
And knock him off stage.
Right.
Like, after that, you kill Luma, you're left with a slower Mewtwo with no kill power.
That's right.
And a punishable recovery.
But most of the time, they run away from you, and then they just stay on the other side of the stage.
Yeah, which means she's not fast enough to actually run away from most high tiers or even mid tiers. Like, she's not very fast. I think she's below average.
Yep.
Because she's slower than Game & Watch, and Game & Watch is right in the middle. So I think it's actually she's getting a lot of this crap and a lot of this high tier stuff because she's one of those characters that forces you to play completely different than anybody else, just like Ryu, just like Sonic, and people have a problem with that. Once they learn that, once the meta progresses into her, she's going to be bumped down to like bottom 10 instead of not bottom 10, top 10, not top 5. Even like top 12. Like, she's really, you knock away Luma, that's everything. So
I guess the problem with what keeps her up there also is one thing I noticed playing against her with Zero Suit is that Luma, even when she gets grabbed, can break you out of like a lot of stuff. So I'll grab with Zero Suit, and even though her down throw is pretty fast, she does put her leg up first before cracking you. But if Luma catches her before that, her down throw does not work. Like he basically interrupts grabs if they're not fast.
Well, Luma can't break you out of a grab animation, because you get armor during that. But if you hesitate for a second, if you don't buffer the throw, Luma can get a hit in and knock you out before you start it. Then again, I don't really think grabbing Rosalina is a good idea anyway. But Rosalina doesn't have the tools that a lot of top tiers have. She doesn't have any throw combos, like maybe like up throw to up air, but that doesn't kill.
Yeah, no throw kills either. Her throws are very weak.
Back throws can kill. They kill like lightweights at like 140 if you're on the edge of the stage. It's okay. Or Luma. Like, you take that away, F smash isn't killing to like 150. So, and it's easily also she's a huge target. She's like
basically it's just Luma. It's basically just Luma's the kill power.
The only problem is she gets out of a lot of setups because she's so damn floaty. She's one of the few characters that I literally cannot toot because she floats away. Her recovery is punishable. It's not very good.
Definitely. Jab combo, she can easily float out of them.
And she's just a gimmicky character that people haven't adapted to. So. Anyway, Mario. Yeah. There's only like Dabuzz and like a couple ones that make him like top 32, and that's it. Um, Mario.
Absolutely
Yep.
belongs where he is.
Yeah.
Excellent frame data, and he's got combos. He can kill you off the top, up airs to up B. He's like Zero
He
Suit.
basically is the new Zero Suit, you know, what back
Yeah.
when literally down throw to up B was a combo. He has that now. Literally down throw up B.
Yeah.
He's a Zero Suit that is a little bit less extreme to make him more viable for more characters.
Yeah, his up air does not have that much knockback, so I'll
Like,
give him that.
he's not a ridiculous ceiling killer like Zero Suit can, because if you're on the bottom, he's not going to kill you
Right.
in the top. He has to be on he has to use platforms, but he has a better time with more of the house flies,
Mhm.
because he too is
Right.
small, but he's so fast in the air, and his moves are so quick, his aerials are so quick that he's just a giant like floating ball of hitbox.
That's right.
That you can't, like, if you shield it, boom, he's in your face jabbing you or grabbing you, like, so he's really hard to approach. He's probably like the best neutral, like the most honest best neutral. He doesn't rely on needles and fair like Sheik does, but if I were to pick a character that like was the most honest yet the best, it would have to be Mario. He has a kill throw that's not very good. The only thing holding him back, if he had a kill setup out of a throw, or like out of a neutral air or something, then he would be amazing. But as it stands, he has to fish for Fs and up smashes, which limits him pretty greatly. Down air, yeah. Down air is more of like a hitboxed air dodge than anything else, though. Down air will kill it like, I don't know, 170 if you're like a little bit on the heavy side.
My God.
Yeah, back air is okay. It'll kill if you're on the ledge at like 130. But oh yeah, definitely forward air. If you get a good read, they ain't ever coming back.
Yeah.
But he's like a Sheik that's less janky, I guess.
Yeah.
Or a Sheik without a kill setup.
Yeah, when
It's
when
because-
he
it's
does a
because-
neutral air, like
Yeah.
I know sometimes I'll be facing Mario, he'll short hop neutral air, and it's like immediately when he lands, he can go straight into jab or throw. I'm like, yo, when do I hit? Like, when do I get a chance?
It's because he doesn't fall as fast.
Yeah.
He's less cumbersome. And it's like his fall speed is tailored exactly. He's such a well-balanced character as far as that is concerned. His fall speed is tailored to his movement speed.
Yep.
So that once he can short hop, float across, do an aerial, and when he lands, he's ready to do another one. He
Crazy,
just has
yep.
perfect, Yeah, in a game that rewards consistency, he is by design the most consistent. So.
Yep.
What's holding him back other than kill setups? His projectile is not that good. He doesn't have the best range. If you power shield, or if you have a giant sword or something, he has trouble getting in without spamming some fireballs.
Definitely, I feel like
Yep.
sword characters.
Sword
are probably the
characters,
hardest feature for
super
Mario.
speeders, probably really hard because he's not the fastest.
Yeah,
Anybody
Sonic,
with really good aerial
Greninja
mobility
maybe.
too, like I want to say Wario would probably give him a hard time, because
Yeah, I
he
think so.
likes being in the air too, and he has a bite that's quicker, and he can bite out right out
Yeah.
of his attacks. So that's the only thing holding him back. He's still going to be top
Very true.
5, and I think he'll always be top 5 because there's not much you can do to change him. His meta is pretty much developed
Yeah,
at this point.
basically. Yeah, definitely. We have a lot of good representation from him too, so there's definitely a lot of stuff to go off of.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, no, he definitely is. I mean, that spot is perfect for him. Honestly, he should be better than Rosalina, but for now.
In regards to what the meta
I
is
think
right
so,
now,
but
I'll
Yeah.
put him there. Like I said, if you can bump either of these characters, any of the characters on this list, up or down 3 places, and it'll be the same.
Yep.